Yeah, beat your addiction, live free. Ralf Friedrichs is who you see. Listen in when you're feeling low. Take back your life, today's show. Beat your addiction, live free. Ralf Friedrichs is who you see. Listen in when you're feeling low. Take back your life, today's show. Stay positive, hope, and keep faith. Stand strong against any odds that you face. Put away the alcohol and the drugs. Fill your time with the things you love. Addiction is tough, but it's worth the work. Treat your body what it's worth. Spread positivity, inspire all. If we stand together, we will never fall. I help others see the other sides of life. A sober life, letting go of the strife. So give me a call, I can help. 1-844-4405-HELP. Homeless shelters, hospitals, jails, wherever you are. I am Ralf Friedrichs and I am here for you. 1-844-405-HELP. Yeah, change your future, it starts today. Live life to the fullest, never skip a day. Create hope, spread positivity. Beat your addictions and negativity. Ralf Friedrichs is here for you. Call today so we can help you. 1-844-405-HELP. 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 We are here for you. Call us today.
Hello, my name is Ralf Friedrichs. I'm an addiction recovery coach and the host of the Take Your Life Back Today show. As an addiction recovery coach, I want to share something with you, and let me be crystal clear to leave an everlasting impact upon you. Just imagine being buried alive. Let's say you're in the coffin, but you know you're not dead. You don't know how to get out of that coffin, so you start pushing on the lid, but the enormous weight that's upon the lid prevents you from opening the coffin. You just think you're going to die. But then you also think about banging on the lid. Maybe the dirt will unsettle that's upon the lid, or maybe, just maybe, someone on top might notice and start digging their way down towards you to help you. This is what it's like to find yourself at the lowest point of alcohol and drug addiction. You know you need help, you know you can't do it on your own, but you don't know which way to turn. In reality, there are people probably standing right by your grave. You just don't know that. You just think today you're going to die. Usually, though, people don't think about death when they're habitually abusing drugs and alcohol. In order to defeat an addiction, you have to be great at repressing the fear of death. I often ask you, my audience, did it ever cross your mind while you were abusing drugs and alcohol that maybe, just maybe, you might be taking something that was preciously given to you by the Lord Jesus, called life, not just away from you, but from the people that care most, your loved ones, your family, your mother, your father, your brother, your sister, your children, your grandchildren. You might selfishly abuse drugs and alcohol to a point of overdosing and taking your life away from them. With this, let me leave one last thought. Don't be the person that I'm just reading about on these index cards that waited and waited and went to their grave when it was too late to ask for help. Instead, be the person that asks for help by calling 844-405-HELP, and let me help you take your life back. My friend, before your life is gone. There are people like Larry Geis from the Geis Academy at 516-458-2741, 516-458-2741. Larry Geis is an addiction recovery coach. He's a life coach. He and I always tell people like you, it doesn't matter where you've been, it doesn't matter where you came from. What matters is that you're here now asking for help. There is no shame in asking for help. Everyone at one point or another needs help. And I and Larry are here to nudge you, to budge you towards the right direction. Larry Geis can be Googled at www.odysseyconsultant.org. He can be called at 516-458-2741. Larry Geis has over 30 years experience. He can take you from depression to happier times, from low self-esteem to raise your self-esteem, from addiction to recovery. Larry Geis from the Geis Academy, 516-458-2741. Please give him a call, and he will also help you take back your life. Life can be difficult, folks. Yesterday we talked about getting a second job, and believe me, people, including myself, we go through these things, difficult times in life. Life is a series of peaks and valleys. Sometimes you're up, and sometimes you're down. But it's during the difficult times where you need a little bit of help and support and guidance. I'm a firm believer that that it's how you respond to your moments of defeat that really defines the type of person that you really are. When you can improve your ability to navigate during difficult times, through difficult times as well, you not only live a happier life, but you will also grow as a person. And here I wanted to give you 10 simple things you can do to get through your difficult times. Number one on my list, and it's always going to be number one on my list, is to stay positive. Life is not the way it's supposed to be, it's the way it is. The way you cope is what makes the difference. Now, I know this may sound like a cliche, But the thing about cliches is that they're typically true, folks. Staying positive is the only small part of getting through a difficult time, but it's an important part. When you stay positive, you're putting yourself in the best position possible to not only make it through those bad situations and the bad times, but become a better person throughout the process. You can do one of two things that when life takes a turn for the worst. You can remain positive and remind yourself that there really is a light at the end of all tunnels, including your tunnel, and that you'll make it through. Or you can curl up in a fetal position and relegate yourself in being nothing more than a victim of circumstances. I'm not saying that you can never have bad days, my friends. Don't get me wrong. But what I am saying is that when you have the bad times, the bad days, you be positive and not get discouraged or shed a tear. But I am saying that you have to eventually pick up the pieces and, my friend, you need to start moving forward. Number 2 is to get creative. There are times when you can't do much to change your situation. You just have to deal with it. But there are other times when you can actively work to make the situation a better time. The solution won't be in plain sight, because if it was, you probably wouldn't have gotten into the situation in the first place. But if you can take a step back and see the bigger picture, you may discover something that can help you get through those times. A great example of getting creative during difficult times is the story behind Wrigley Gum. The founder, William Wrigley, was a soap and baking soda salesman in the 1890s and always offered free gum to all his clients that purchased. With his career as a salesman taking a turn for the worse, he noticed one thing that forever changed his life. People loved the gum he gave away more than the product he was trying to sell. It was then that one creative insight that got him through the difficult time and made him a monumental success with a gum called Wrigley Gum. Number 3, learn from difficult times. This is a quote from John Maxwell. Quote, facing difficulties is inevitable, learning from them is optional. And that is unquote by John Maxwell. When I find myself in the middle of any ugly situation, I like to pick up everything and anything apart and see what went wrong and what I could have done differently, almost like a dissection. I always end up learning something that helps me, and I eventually get a really clear picture of what I need to do the next time so I don't make the same mistake again. Or if I do find myself in a similar situation, I know what to do to minimize what could possibly happen. It's easier getting through a difficult time when you know the chances of it happening again and you look for what causes it. Number 4, change it up. After you identify the key takeaways from your difficult time, you just need to make the changes as soon as you can. If it's a change you can implement immediately, do it. You don't want to be in the middle of a difficult situation longer than necessary, I should say. If it's something that you can't implement right now, take note of it so you can use it at a different time. But it is pointless to learn from difficult times if what you learn doesn't directly affect your actions. Number 5, know what you're grateful for in life. Gratitude means showing appreciation for all the good things in your life, and believe me, you have more good things in your life than you have bad things. Get clear about what it is that you're grateful for. Write out everything in your life you can think of and you're grateful or having good experiences throughout. An even more powerful exercise is to think of one person you're most grateful for in your life and write a note explaining why you're so grateful for that person and hand that note to that person. Number 6, focus on what you can control, not what you cannot control. Some situations are beyond your control no matter what you do, or you can't change a thing. You're setting yourself up for frustration when you focus on when you focus your time and energy on things that you cannot control. You're also making the situation seem even more bleak than it actually is, because you're focusing on the negatives. You should instead focus on the things that are within your control, because that is the only way you can make a change that's actually going to help you. Make a list of everything you can control about the situation and divert all of your focus towards those things. Anything that's not on the list doesn't and shouldn't get your attention. Number 7. Realize you've come a long way, my friend. Sometimes we get so focused on the road ahead that we never look back to see what we have traveled so far. What does that road look like that you traveled to get to this point? Give yourself credit for everything you've already done in life. You'll always have confidence boost when you realize that you're already made so much progress, and the light at the end of the tunnel will get brighter, will get bigger, and will not be a dim light anymore. Number 8. Build your community. Like these videos, I'm building my community. I am sharing with you stories to build you. Having the right people around you is one of the most important things that you can do for yourself when the times get tough. And believe me, they can get tough. You want to surround yourself with people who are loving, caring, honest, and available. You need them to be loving because a little love always makes the bad days seem a lot brighter. You need them to be caring because it helps to have someone who cares about your well-being as much as you do in your life. But you also need them to be honest. You need someone who you can look in the eye and tell them the truth as well as them tell you the truth. Their honesty may be the one piece of information you need to get through the tough times in your life. And you need them to be available. When you pick up the phone looking for some compassion or honesty, it helps to have someone who's actually going to answer in an honest way. Number 9. Be kind to yourself. You need to care for yourself to survive through those tough times. Take a walk through the park. Lift some weights. Read an amazing book. It doesn't matter what you do. Just do something that gets your mind and body engaged in a higher level, instead of wallowing in self-pity. And number 10. Forgive. If someone else is at fault for the bad situation you find yourself in, the natural response is to harbor anger and resentment towards that person. But what if instead you forgave that person? You accepted what happened. You move on from that, but you no longer held it against them. You would probably feel a lot better. No, you definitely will feel a lot better, because now instead of focusing on negative feelings you have towards that person, you can focus on moving forward. You can't really get through a difficult time when your every thought is about how upset you are at that person that got you into this predicament in the first place. Well, maybe the difficult time you're going through is a direct result of something maybe that you did, but you're channeling your anger towards an innocent person. I've been there before, and I know I continually beat myself up. I couldn't forgive myself. I almost felt obligated to be hard on myself. The problem with that is it only makes things worse. You get caught up in a revolving door of self-hatred and feeling worse. And there's a swirl of anger and frustration and self-doubt. It is ultimately a disaster. Set a goal for yourself today, my friends. This is a little quote that I want to give you. Life is hard at times, but when I overcome more challenges, I become a stronger person than ever before. So I'm going to embrace the challenges in life and move forward by conquering, learning, and tackling those challenges. Folks, these are the 10 simple things you can do to get through difficult times. Number 1, you stay positive. And my friend, always stay positive no matter what it is you're facing in life. If you have a glass and it's half full. It's not half empty. Get creative in life. Do things to create a better tomorrow. Learn from difficult times. Those difficult times and those little challenges in life are there as learning tools. Dissect them like I do. Overcome them like I do, and learn from them like I do. Change it up. After you identify the key takeaways from your difficult time, you need to make a change in life. Know what you're grateful for. If there's one particular person in your life, write a little note, hand it to that person. Tell them, explain to them, share with them why they're so special to you. Why are you so grateful for that person? Tell them. Focus on what you can control, not what you can't. Stop being control freak. I know I used to be. I try to be better at it. I still have my faults when it comes to that. Realize you've come a long way. Look where you are today. If you're better today than you were yesterday, you are moving in the right direction. And if you're not better today than you were yesterday, reconcentrate on yesterday and find out what yesterday's actions are different from today's actions and make a change up. Build up your community. Help out in your community. Share with people. Do things. Smile. And then last but not least is to forgive. Stop holding resentments, because when you forgive others, you are healing your inner self. Life is hard at times, my friends, but when I overcome more challenges, I become stronger than ever before. So I'm going to embrace the hard times by learning, dissecting, and changing tomorrow. I hope to God that you have the best day of your life. I hope and I pray that this segment has helped you to see that even difficult times in life can be overcome by how you react to them. Have a sober rest of your life, and may God bless each and every one of you. Take care.
Yeah, change your future, it starts today. Live life to the fullest, never skip a day. Create hope, spread positivity. Beat your addictions and negativity. Ralf Friedrichs is here for you. Call today so we can help you. 1-844-405-HELP. 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 We are here for you. Call us today. The show is over, but your life starts today. Taking back your life's the only way. Keep faith, stay positive, push through. Take back your life, it starts with you. Alcohol and drugs can't control your life. Let go of the negative and the strife. Ralf Friedrichs is the man guiding your way. The show is over, but your life starts today. Call Ralf Friedrichs at 1-844-405-HELP. That's 1-844-405-HELP. We hope you love the show today and tune in next time. Take back your life today show with Ralf Friedrichs. Yeah.